I guess it's recording because I had the sound. Okay. Hi.
Hello.
Okay, you had an email, yeah. Do you want to read?
Yeah, I have an email that and then a couple more questions for you to follow. That's okay. Dear Burt, I just want to live a normal, happy life. It seems I am not able to sail through the issues and problems of everyday life. I feel weaker mentally and get tensed for no reason. I was not like this. I was more courageous and active, but now I feel low. I feel so happy as well as jealous when I see women aged mine doing their duties actively with passion and fervor. I just want to be pleasant, happy, and strongly courageous. Where has that passion of my life gone? Why am I feeling so low? How can I recoup? Please help me. With love. So my question from this email is related to something we touched on in your last satsang, which was, what's the difference between indulging and experiencing?
Yeah. Yeah, this is so good. This is very common too, people asking that, because there is the idea that the spiritual life is we have to get rid of our personality. We have to become depersonalized. You see, we have to kill our ego, and it's so strong. And not realizing that spirituality, you're already spirit. All you have to do is learn to be yourself. You know, when we think of ego, we think of as if it is who we are, so we have to get rid of it. You know, but in truth, ego is just guilt and fear, and that's all it is. So you don't get rid of anything, you don't overcome anything. You
embrace it?
What's that?
Do you embrace it?
You embrace it, yeah, yeah. You see, because we're talking about, you talked about also about experiencing and indulging, okay? Now there's a vast difference between the two. When you feel bad, you begin to think about it, you begin to indulge in it, you begin to feel sorry for yourself. And then you say, oh, but I don't like this, I want to get rid of it. This is all indulgence, you're indulging in it. You're caught in it. You're making something wrong with you.
Right.
Okay? Experiencing is totally detached. So a fear comes and then you say, oh, there is something I need to learn here. It's pointing out something that I need to look at. And you do it with a very positive attitude because you don't do it as something wrong.
You do it as if you're learning a lesson. You're just looking for the teaching in it.
The teaching in it, right. And you see, every fear, there's love in it. Because every fear is a need for safety, control, or, you know, and approval. Okay, we're always seeking those three, which of course all come down to the same thing. I want to feel good about myself. Okay, so we're always looking for that. But we look for that in an external form, instead of what is holding us back from it. You see, when we indulge in something, we are telling ourselves we're not good enough. And we begin to believe it. And so, no matter what you do, you find yourself depleted of energy because you're trying so hard not to get caught in this pain. Whereas the pain is your catalyst for growth, because pain is there, means that the love you're seeking, you're not getting. And you're not getting it because you're resisting how you're feeling instead of seeing it for what it is.
So, for people that are indulging, they're almost reciting their story. They're reciting what's happened. They're talking about it to multiple people, wanting opinions from multiple people. When you experience, you're in it, but you're not talking about it as much. or like you're just kind of experiencing it, you're in it, you're looking for the lessons, and then you're moving through. So when she talks about sailing through, so she wants to sail through life. So
Right.
that would be it. That would be her sailing through life, is, you know, not
Not thinking about
Not-
it or being controlled
not-
by it, but seeing it for the way
for what
it
for what it
just,
is.
just the way it is. Like if right now, okay, let's put it this way. Let's say we are laughing right now and having a good time, okay, which we usually do. Okay, and then something comes, a thought comes, and all of a sudden you start becoming pensive. And you begin to think about it. The moment you start to think about it, your energy has gone down. But the reason it has gone down because thinking about it and indulging in it are both the same.
Right.
Okay? But if, however, at that moment that the thought crosses your mind, immediately you feel it in your body.
Yeah.
Okay? And you say, oh my goodness, it took energy away. I don't feel light anymore. I don't feel like laughing. I
Right.
feel kind of serious. It happened. You know, okay. By becoming aware of that impact, okay, that's experiencing it. Seeing it immediately, how it affected you, you see? And by seeing how it affected you, you don't become a victim of it. You become a victim only because you're believing in it.
Right.
Okay, that's
Yes.
clear?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
now what is happening to this woman that wrote this email is that she is working so hard at trying to get rid of her ego, and trying to be good, and trying to depersonalize herself, really, you know. Not being personal, in other words. It's a natural, because you're trying to live instead of living. See, there's always an effort in the spiritual life. People always believe in effort. I've got to do this, I've got to do that. But in truth, the spiritual life is the easiest thing there is. It is being.
Right. And it's not being lazy.
No.
It's not doing. It's doing, but
it's-
with ease.
You're doing
so,
it with ease because it's coming from love.
Yeah.
You enjoy doing it.
Right. And so, I guess just in talking about ease, when we think of disease,
That's right.
we're
It's
looking
lack of ease,
Lack
yeah.
of ease. So
Yeah, yeah.
if we want to live disease
Right now.
free,
And she's feeling the impact in her life because the passion has gone, the energy has gone. Because she's tried so hard to be good instead of to be good.
right?
Do you see the difference?
Yes.
You see, trying to be good is the opposite of being good. In the same way with love. The moment you start seeking approval, which is seeking love, seeking safety, which is seeking security, seeking control, which of course comes in the form of anger or irritability or whatever, you see that you're wasting energy because you want those things. So isn't it a kick in the pants? See, when you want to be happy, you feel miserable. because you say you didn't like the word kick in the pants. I'm getting a big kick out of this. But anyway, yeah, experiencing is going into it, but seeing it in a detached way. Because being you, being happy, being free, being creative is really being yourself.
Right.
Right.
It's like a trust in yourself.
And trust in yourself.
Trusting
yeah,
yourself.
Yeah, you go with the moment.
Yes.
If you try to be yourself, then you're edgy, then you're self-conscious. Then you're seeking approval, you're seeking safety, you're seeking control.
And that leads normally to, regret and guilt. So you're thinking, oh, why did I do that?
That's right, yeah.
And
yeah.
instead, if it was just...
And it depletes your energy. It
Yes.
just burns you out.
Yes.
You see? In spirituality, there's nothing to do. Just to be. Yeah. Yeah. How much how much effort do we have in spending time talking or going for a walk, or even doing this. You see, it doesn't take effort, does it?
No, it's easy.
But if we put effort into it, then we're not being ourselves.
Right.
Because being is effortless, you see?
So can you give a good example of that? You know, maybe like looking at children.
You see, that's the beautiful thing about children. As a matter of fact, innocence is the key.
Right.
Okay, children are already their spiritual true. The reason children act bad or act wrong, it is because we come back from years and years of parental training that says this is sinful, this is bad, this is wrong. You see, whereas a child in its natural way is beautiful, really. You know.
Yeah.
You know, you leave a child by themselves, and if they have received enough care from you, they don't even need to get toys. You just play with their field, play with paper, start drawing, become creative in their own way. But the moment they're controlled, you see, or they're punished for not being good, immediately these rules stifle their energy, and then they think of themselves not only as they're not good people, but they think there's an effort. I have to be this way, otherwise mommy won't like me or daddy won't like me.
Right.
You see what I mean?
Yes.
Yeah, right. So we do this to each other.
And then there's a separateness too.
And then,
because then it's, you know,
right.
Mom wants this, and then there's the child that's thinking, what can I do for mom instead of what can I do, you know, for myself, or just being. Right. It's
right.
There's.
Right. So this example about children is an excellent example, because when children are allowed to be themselves, totally, to be their own creative selves, they're happy and they're glowing and they're at their best, and they mature faster, and their spiritual nature flowers without having rules and control.
So can you, in the last talk we did, we talked about, or you mentioned a technique that we can use, which is putting a light around us.
Right.
Are there other techniques that you would recommend?
Yeah, the technique that I did in my last satsang, I find it very good, and I'll tell you why. It always works. First, see that whenever you're not feeling good, whenever anything is bothering you, it is because somehow you're seeking approval, you're seeking safety, and you're seeking control. Okay? And for example, if you're not getting your own way, then you try to seek control. How do you seek control when you're not getting your own way? You get irritable at other people because they're not giving you the chance to talk, to express yourself, and you feel angry. You see, that's seeking control. So anyway, so these three. Now find out which one of them is affecting you at the moment without trying to figure it out, without trying to make a big thing out of it. It only takes 1 second. I'm seeking either this or that, or all three. And that's it. And then he says, the light around you. See, it says, now how is this going to make me feel better? Don't answer it though. How is this going to make me feel better? And immediately you feel better. Immediately. Have you tried it?
I have tried it.
Yeah. Did it not make you feel better immediately?
Instantly.
Yeah. It just works immediately. No matter how you are feeling. And then you come to a point where you don't even have to ask yourself, which one am I seeking? Okay? You make it very simple and you go only with that question.
Right.
Although putting a light around you is a very good habit to adopt. But you ask the question, how is this going to make me feel better? You see? Because you looked at it. You're not indulging in it. You experienced it. To experience doesn't mean you spend a long time, 2-3 minutes. Let me experience my fear. No, nothing like that. If there is fear, you felt it. So you experience it by simply taking a deep breath and saying, there, I experienced it. It's just a fear, it's not me. It is not who you are. It is something that you sought that was unnatural. Whenever you seek to feel good, you are not being natural, because feeling good is your natural state. So you don't need to seek it. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
Just like a child, you know, they like to play ball, and and then they stop because the parents keep yelling at them, and then they can come to the point where they say, well, I want to play ball because I want to feel good. But you see, if they keep telling themselves, I want to play ball so that I feel good, at the moment they start playing ball when their parents told them not to, then every time they try to play ball to feel good, they feel miserable.
They feel miserable. Yeah.
Because it's not natural anymore.
Right.
You see? We learn from animals, we learn from children. How? By allowing themselves to be and enjoying themselves, seeing them just as they are, You know, skip hopping as they go along, or even screaming, or laughing loud. And there's joy in that expression.
There's
just being who they are.
Yeah.
A dog barks or a cat meows, you know, they can be irritating at times, but they're being themselves.
Yeah, they are being themselves.
Yeah.
So I guess
and the next moment there's purring and loving you and kissing you.
Yeah.
You see, you know, it's all very natural. We lose that naturalness because we try to be spiritual. We can't get it. That we are spiritual, playing the human role.
So we already are spiritual. So we don't have to do anything to be spiritual.
Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
Already are.
Just be you. You know. You see, we're laughing now, right?
Yeah.
There's nothing funny, but at the same time it's very funny trying to be you.
Yeah.
Instead, you know how to be you?
No.
No, it's true though. If you ask anybody, you're trying to be you, you're trying to be happy, you're trying to be spiritual. So now, do you know how to be you? And so they would say, no, I don't know. Because they've tried so hard to be who they are not, that the moment they try to be who they really are, they don't know how to do it.
Right.
Because there's no effort in being you. You know, this is why people get drunk. Because when they get drunk, they become uninhibited. And when you become uninhibited, you don't care. You don't care what people think about you.
You
feel loose, right?
Yeah.
Have you ever been drunk?
Yes.
Good for you.
Have you?
Oh yeah. I don't anymore, but I see no point in it.
Yeah.
You know,
well,
I get drunk doing this.
Exactly. Yeah. Well, because people want to experience laughter and joy, and when we lose sight of that, then we think that going to drugs and alcohol is what is going to give us that feeling.
That's right.
Because we're seeking it in any shape, way, or form that we will do anything to have it.
Yes. Yes. And it's so simple.
It's so simple.
You said it.
Just to
be like a child.
Be like a child, yeah. Relax into yourself.
Relax into yourself.
And that's what, you know, that's the feeling that I get when I attend satsang, is relaxing into myself.
That's right.
It's, like you said, it's not about, you know, teaching, it's just about feeling.
It's about feeling.
You don't have to remember all the words.
No, I have people sometimes in Skyping or they start taking notes.
Yeah.
You know, by taking notes, they're not listening.
Yes, yeah.
You see? Yeah, and it's all very simple.
They want to try. They really want to try their best to.
They tried their best. Yeah.
To get there.
And we do everything by trying our best, and it destroys us. It burns us out. We don't have to try our best. We are our best whenever we are who we are.
Yes.
At the moment that we are. and we only have the moment.
Yes.
Okay. Namaste.
Namaste.